Hello, fellow travelers. We're back with a blog, or a vlog, as it were.
A beer vlog.
Yeah.
A vlog about beer.
Tonight we're going to talk about barrel-aged beers. We're going to have 4 of the beers that we've enjoyed so far.
Top 4 barrel-aged styles?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I just really want to make this thing a list.
Not necessarily...
Counting down or up.
Right. Not necessarily aged in whiskey barrels, but...
Wood of some sort.
Barrel-aged, yeah.
Barrel doesn't have to mean
right.
whiskey.
Right. So we'll start it off. You've got one over there, and hopefully it's not like something real powerful off the bat.
2016 New Belgium Waffle II.
That's recent. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been aging this in my basement, and that I put in my basement and forgot about it.
Hey.
That's how we age beer at my house.
Happy accidents, like Bob Ross would say.
Yeah, we are in a Bob Ross inspired beer cellar.
Absolutely. Yes.
A lot of happy bottles.
Yes.
Try to open this guy.
Well, I look forward to this.
So, if you're not familiar, Waffle II is a northern Belgian sour style. Am I right in that? I want to say maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a Belgian style sour beer that is aged in, I think, what they're called fluters, giant wooden vats in New Belgium Brewing, where they do their sour program.
All right.
So, if memory serves me correctly, when I was there in New Belgium, someone once told me that all of their beer, all of these sour beers are, maybe not this one, the Lips of Faith beers are all lagers that they hit with at one point or another Brett Matices, but
okay.
I don't know if the Waffle II is one of those or not. I'm not really coming out of the gate strong here. A lot of half facts, but anyways, sour brown beer is what we got here.
You think we can make a hashtag half facts?
Half facts.
Yeah.
That's actually what we should name the show, Half Facts, Beer Facts.
You just make it up as you're going, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There will be somebody out there that will comment, that is not a fact, but that's okay.
We have not had commenters yet, so I bring it on, I guess.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very drinkable sour beer. There's a lot of sour beers that are undrinkable out there. They're too much. I think a little bit of sour goes a long ways, and this beer is definitely not too much.
Oh, I'm happy with that. That's a nice beer.
The malt sweetness a little bit in there kind of plays well with that pungent sour flavor, kind of balancing it out a bit more.
Yeah.
And this is a fun, because this was like one of the first mass-produced sour beers that I was aware of. And I know for a while there, it was quite the release every year. It's like, Waffle I's coming out and people were aging them. I don't know if that excitement has calmed down a little bit now that sours are more prevalent. But I feel like at one point in particular, this was quite the hot commodity.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like sour beers on occasion. If you're drinking a lot of beers, that's a nice, refreshing palate change. If you're drinking IPAs and stouts all day, it's kind of nice to throw in a sour just to like completely put your palate for a screwball.
Agreed. Oh, there's mine. So make a lot of people happy. Of course, you can't go wrong with Dogfish Head. Siracusa Nera. I'm sure I butchered that, and I'm all right. I'm all right with it.
I wouldn't have even tried it.
Yeah. Well, that's my game.
Fortune favors the bold.
So it's oak aged.
Ooh.
Yes.
Tell
me what you think of it. I won't even tell you what.
That is a dark, low carbonation.
Yep. The label gives it away, but
I didn't really look at the label.
Well, that's all right.
I don't get much on the nose.
No, it really doesn't have. It's fruity. A little bit of fruit on the nose.
I just kind of get a smidgen of roast and malt almost. Wow, that is a weird beer.
It's grapes.
Grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. It's very dark, though. I mean, you hold it up to the light, and there's no...
I think the most interesting part about this beer is its mouthfeel. It has a very almost pudding-y mouthfeel. It's not like thick, but it's not like soft either. It's like a perfect in-between.
But you can tell it's barrel aged. Not whiskey barrel aged, but you can tell it's been aged in a in a wooden barrel.
It has that nice, almost, what's that one they make, the Palo Santo vibe to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Palo Santo. I just want to say, first of all, I love Dogfish Head. They were one of my earliest favorite, and I was like just getting into craft beer. So like in 2007, I was all about the Dogfish Head. And to this day, remember when they came back to Wisconsin, I got super jazzed. I was like, yes, finally.
Yes, it was like a holiday for you.
Yeah, I forced everyone to go to the bar with me and drink Dogfish Head.
I remember that, yeah.
Like everyone, like we made it was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like a pile of us that went to the bar. Yeah.
I'm surprised I remember that. That was back when I was young.
Before I had kids.
Well, I had kids, but yeah.
Cool.
Regardless, I digress. Yeah, it's a good beer.
Our next beer, the Weibacher 21st Anniversary Birthday Beer. 21st Birthday Beer, whatever. Weibacher is a cool brewery out of Pennsylvania. Northeast Pennsylvania. It's a farm with a brewery. It's kind of this really unique opener kind of facility.
Thought you were going to do it with your hands.
Do it with my teeth.
Come on, man.
So they made this 21st anniversary beer. It's read the bottle here. Bourbon barrel aged stout brewed with cocoa and vanilla. So those are
pretty straightforward then, huh?
4 things I really enjoy: stouts, bourbon barrel, vanilla, and cocoa.
There you go.
Weibacher is in Wisconsin, but it's not super prevalent. I mean, you don't see it everywhere. You kind of have to go on a mission to find Weibacher.
You'll see it in the store every now and again, and I just it's one of those things where it's not always there, and I'm never looking for it. So
they're Merry Monks. Andy, the other fellow traveler, used to drink a lot of the Merry Monks. Just go to his house, I'm like, I don't need a 10% Belgian beer right now, Andy.
I mean, you go out and mow the lawn. That's what you come back and drink. That's lawnmower beer. Huh?
Nothing like getting knocked on your ass. So this bottle, I believe, is from 2015.
Okay.
So once again, this is Troy's, I put this in my beer basement and forgot about it beers. And I remember it not being that great right out of the bat. I remember we drank it on one of stout nights. We once a year get together and just drink a lot of stouts. And the first year it was still pretty raw. It was kind of rough drinking.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then I've let it sit now, and it's kind of come to a nice maturity.
No, it's smooth. It's very smooth. A little boozy.
It's a little hot on the end, yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe I still have 1 bottle left, so I'll give it another year or 2 and see how she feels.
Well, the boozy part transitions into my next one really well.
Ooh.
I've been aging this all of like 3 months. This is a Russian Imperial Stout from Dangerous Man, which most of the time you'd go, Russian Imperial, yeah, it's a little boozy, but this is aged in Lafroig Scotch barrels.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
And that's the way I felt about it when I first tried it. I have not tried it out of the bottle. I have tried it off the tap, and the tap was just bloody fantastic. So,
So this is the only local brewery, really, to us that is on here. We got a pretty nationwide spread.
Right. And even so, Dangerous Man is still, in the Twin Cities, we're...
They don't do any distribution. So.
Right.
So, yeah. And the Dangerous Man, we've shot an episode there. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But they're a phenomenal brewery that's doing a lot of amazing things. I would say that Dangerous Man's probably one of the top 3 must-go-to breweries in Minneapolis, St. Paul area.
Yeah.
If you were going that way.
You're gonna get a lot of Scotch on the nose.
Oh yeah, holy shit!
It's very present.
I smell peat moss.
Yeah,
this is what a decaying island smells
I
like.
think the description for it was peaty.
Peat with a side
Scotch,
of peat.
Scotch and peaty, and everything you get on the nose is pretty much that.
I mean, it smells like a shot. It literally just smells like a shot of whiskey.
Oh boy, very smoky, like Scotch.
Oh.
That's gotten better with age. There is another bottle. I am aging another one, so we will have that later. But
it's like I'm drinking a glass of the smoothest Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost not even beer. It's like I'm drinking the smoothest Scotch you've ever drank. Like if
they did
if somehow you can make a Scotch with a hint of chocolate on the finish.
Yeah.
It's almost. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to barrel age beers. I've never really done it, but Whatever they did to keep that smell and that flavor of the Lafroy whiskey in there, they did a great job at that. So.
I have not been disappointed by any of their barrel aging yet. It's all been pretty fantastic.
I could live in that cup.
So that's what we have for beers.
Very kind of a nice spread. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
2 of them were stout. 3 of them were stouts. Very different stouts, though. And we had a sour.
Yeah. Well, and for a sour, though, it's, darker. And
oh, yeah. It's a fun sour. But we have one more beer.
Oh, a surprise beer.
Surprise beer, everyone. That's the only kind of surprise that I really like in this world. Yeah, this is a can of Stone's Arrogant Bastard. Now, technically, Stone and Arrogant Bastard are no longer the same brewery. They make so much Arrogant Bastard, it's now its own brewery. It's Arrogant Bastard Brewing, but it got to start at Stone. It is a Stone product.
I'll be damned.
But, so, the reason we're drinking Arrogant Bastard, it's one of my first loves of beer. I fell in love with this beer back in 2008, I think. Me and my father-in-law homebrewed this beer. We called it the Uppity Jagoff. No, I take that back. The brewery that we used to go to in Pittsburgh all the time, the place that I learned everything I know, they had a brewer that did a strong ale much like this, and he called it the Uppity Jagoff, because everyone in Pittsburgh calls each other Jagoffs. Then me and my father-in-law homebrewed one, and we called it the Arrogant Nerd.
Very nice.
The Arrogant Nerd. Yeah. So I have a lot of history with this beer. But the reason we are drinking it is because Stone is suing Miller Coolers for the use of the name Stone, because in their repackaging of Keystone Light, they put the word Stone very large on all the packaging and cans, and in Stone's eyes, it's too large, and it's competing with their identity. So we're drinking this. I bought a 6-pack of this to help the Stone, legal help them pay their legal fees.
Because, hey, all right.
I'm doing my part.
Way to be.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
What have you done today?
What's my depressing job? No.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, this is really it's always fun whenever you look at a beer style to take it back to what was the first craft brewery to do it on a large scale and get like a kind of a nationwide notoriety for it. So I'd say the strong ale, in many cases, would have been the Arrogant Bastard. It was kind of the first everyone got to try a strong ale.
Strong, very hoppy.
This is a very hoppy,
very
strong ale.
Very hop forward. Yeah.
I mean, Stone is more or less an IPA brewery. And that's good beer though.
Well, and the reason, if you haven't read it yet, the reason they're suing Miller Coors is because Miller Coors decided to rebrand their Keystone, but it's huge.
Yeah. And
so it just says it says Key on it, but basically you'd have to turn the can.
Yeah, otherwise
to
just
see
Stone.
It. Yeah.
I don't know.
And they have the Keystone Ice. Yeah. Woo. That'll put hair on your knuckles.
Now the question is, are people confusing Stone Brewing with Keystone? I don't think that actually.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's the premise of the thing. I understand why Stone is doing it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's kind of poking them in the eye a little bit.
Right.
It's a very expensive poke to the eye, but
hey, if you got the money to do it and you're driven,
it's good publicity.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, they're probably getting some good publicity out of it.
Right.
So, it's fun. I mean, at the end of the day, craft beer up, big beer down.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Even though we have 2 large craft breweries up here, but they're still craft breweries. Like New Belgium, Dogfish.
Yeah, well, they stay true to their. I mean, they've gotten very big, but they still stay true to.
They still crank out beers you want to drink.
Right.
Beers worth drinking.
Yeah, they're not. You don't see them cranking out light beers.
Yeah, they haven't made a Limerita yet.
No, I don't know that you'll ever see that again.
I think that might be the low, like all-time low of beer.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, those are the beers we got. We've given you a little news to chew on. In other news, we're still growing our beards. Troy's not.
I can't.
He's been growing it for 3 months, and that's still what it looks like.
It only grows in one spot. No, I've been drinking beers though.
Yes, you have.
I've been falling on that sword daily.
So we'd like to see your beards or beers or
Beers?
both. Hashtag beards for Beth. You can either use the word for or for. We'll see either one of them. And if you live in these parts around Eau Claire, you could be eligible to win a ticket to our next
Ooh.
our next bus. We're heading over to the cities. We have the breweries lined up now, so it's Flat Earth,
Ooh.
Lakes and Legends,
Ooh.
Clockworks, and we're going to end the night at Lynn Lake.
Ooh, Lynn Lake's fun.
Yeah, Lynn Lake in an old movie theater.
Yeah, one of my favorite though of that lineup, it'd have to be Flat Earth. Flat Earth makes fun beers. One of the most unique brewery settings you can go to.
Yeah, in the old Hams
Yeah.
brewery. Yeah, you bet.
That's a unique brewery. So if you haven't been to any of those fine establishments, I'd highly recommend getting on the bus.
And if you don't have a beer that you want to take a picture of with yourself, or beard for that matter, you can still come along on the bus.
Yeah.
So if you go to taproomtravelers.com, it's right on the top. I think it's beer bus or something like that. I forget because I'm old, and that's what happens when you get old. You forget things, but you'll easily be able to find it on there, and you can get tickets. And we'd love to have you on the next bus. Otherwise, that's it for us for now. We're gonna have more beers the next time around for the vlog, and you'll never know who's gonna show up. So
just a variety show, random people come in. Like, oh, it's Bob Barker.
boy, we could only be so lucky.
What kind of beer do you think Bob Barker drinks?
I don't know.
Huh.
He's still alive, so I think.
That guy had the best job ever.
Grew up in South Dakota. Little known fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, until next time,
Have fun and drink beers.
Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.